man, any political, not political news, but social news?
Jimmy Kimmel got canceled and then uncanceled.
He's back, dude. How much of a power move was that, though?
Oof.
Dude, Disney. So, if you haven't heard, welcome to the Home Geek Podcast. This is Antoine Brett.
And I'm Taras Tanasenko.
Going right into it.
Right into it.
So, Jimmy Kimmel's back. Disney lost, what was it, $1.4 billion? Or was the number higher?
I didn't see the amount that they lost.
The stock dropped.
Oh.
Yeah, the stock dropped. And they lost. Taras might be able to get real digital right now. Look it up for us real quick. But yeah, so the stock dropped, and that prompted a recall of the firing of Jimmy Kimmel.
Wow.
And Jimmy Kimmel is now back. Actually, the first show back is tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, good. Good for Jimmy Kimmel.
You think?
Yeah, good for Jimmy Kimmel because, okay, so you got to play devil's advocate with some of this stuff. And so the joke that was told, he never really, and this is just from my opinion because, I feel like comedy is comedy. And I feel like the comedians have made for decades, since the Richard Pryor days, have made comedy out of very, very extreme social and political events that happen in our society. Mm-hmm. And with the, I feel like this isn't any different. And so there was so the joke was, it was like a video that went up of, I'm going to butcher it. But he didn't say anything in particular. There was a bit that was done about it, but he never said anything in particular. And just the bit it was a video driven bit, and yeah, he did it like literally the day after it happened. Sure. But I feel like there was a lot worse things that people said around equally as bad situations, and they weren't canceled. So
yeah. My take on it is that you're a late show, and he's not a comedian. It's a comedy show, but it's a late show where you've now become a political pundit for the left. So I think if he's a bit one-sided in what he jokes about, I think that's the thing is he's not a fair comedian. I think he's very anti-right, anti-establishment, whatever, anti-right. Anti-Trump, anti-anything.
Now, preface by saying I don't stay up that late to watch the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Well,
so
and I don't watch it either. All I know is I've been watching other podcasters talking about late shows as a whole. So my take on it was, I think the late show era is dying. It's losing money hand over fist. It's losing viewerships. It lost a ton of viewerships now. And I know 2 network stations are still not going to air it. So ABC, who's supposed to be a family business, has somebody on their payroll that is kind of, I don't know, insensitive to maybe the traditional family values, constantly making fun of it. So I don't know. Disney just seems like they're on a track that I don't understand at all. And this is just another case. So if you look at the movies and look at what they're trying to do with that, and now with Kimmel, they try to take a stand because I didn't realize the stock dropped that much. I just looked at it and it did.
Was that the actual number, 1.4 billion?
No, I just saw I don't see any headline news on it. I know the latest news is that they're raising their prices for Disney Plus.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah. God. Nexstar joins Sinclair and Jimmy Kimmel boycott. So that's 2 big firms that are going to boycott the show. And all the other headlines is just about Disney Plus raising their. So anyway, but I think, the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing is like, people are like, oh, it's against freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the people that are screaming about freedom of speech are the first ones that want to shut everybody up when they don't go with them. And so, but again, my standpoint on it is like, I think Disney looked at the numbers and was like, ooh, this is a good opportunity to maybe redeem ourselves and also get rid of a show that's not making money. But now they're getting pushback. So I don't know. I don't know what's really happening, but
yeah, I'm not even gonna hear and speculate what might be happening. But from the outside looking in, it looks like you cancel the show because of what he said and what he did in the bit, right? And immediately you get immediate response, and your stock drops. And almost to the day that the stock drops, you hire him back, and now the show is going to be on the night. So, optics is, all is his own thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it might not be the reality of the situation, but what we see is that, okay, he, there is almost like an "I told you so" type of moment, right? Freedom of speech is what, the major platform that the majority of people are debating, right?
Right.
And so you take them off of air, and because of that, you have this huge fallout, and now you bring them back. So it's like, I told you so. It's like that's the sentiment.
Yeah,
I told you so.
The whole concept of freedom of speech, though, people are just, I think, are misusing that whole amendment.
Yeah,
it's not freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech from persecution from the government, but it's not freedom of speech where corporate could be like, I don't like what you said, so I'm going to cancel your show.
Yeah.
That's their freedom of speech as well. I have the freedom to get rid of you as well.
Yeah, sure. Like, I guess freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from all consequences that could come from what you said. Like, you got to pay the piper at some extent. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, tonight, if this is the first show, can you imagine how many people are going to watch tonight just to see what he says, just to see what happens? I mean, he's going to have more viewership than he has probably had in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, probably.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
What if it was a ploy?
Maybe.
Because he was off air for what, 3 days?
Yeah.
What if it was a ploy?
Yeah. Could be.
Hey.
I don't know if they're that.
Gets stranger than that. So
yeah, for sure. But just in reality, though, if I had my employee said something insensitive to one of my clients, I'd be like, you're fired.
Yeah.
And you could cry out freedom of speech all you want, but you still like, so at the end of the day, like, again, going back to that freedom of speech thing, I don't know. Everyone's kind of like trying to use the era of sound bites and talking, just not having what Charlie Kirk was trying to talk about is like having conversations and like actually talking through things. The era of sound bites and one-liners and the 1 minute fix is just, I think it's coming to bite everyone in the butt right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like that's been slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's, I feel like, and we've talked about this, I feel like we live in a society to where people have gotten more comfortable just disrespecting other people.
100%.
And, and because we come from a time and an era to where, not so much turn the other cheek, but, like there's better ways to handle confrontation, right? Yeah. But now we are in a time where people have no problem creating more and more confrontation because there's been no punishment for that. Yeah. There's been no consequences for that. And so that snowball's just continuing to grow.
Yeah. Totally.
It's going to be the next 10 years are going to be very interesting.
Even people are attacking his wife, Erica Kirk, like saying that she was fake and she wasn't really crying at the memorial service. I'm like, people their ideologies are trumping any logical reasoning or emotional. Like I don't know. That was another tough one. And then of course you go down the rabbit hole of reading people's comments on like all these things. I'm just like, oh my God.
That's the worst thing you can do is go down the comments. Jeez. Because people get brutal. Because they feel like they can say what they want in the comments, partially because they're hiding behind the keyboard. And then the other part of that is that they're not going to see the fallout of what those comments, if she's reading those comments and it just destroys her, they're not going to see that. So they don't care.
No.
Right. It's, people just, it's just very little to no regard.
The golden rule: do unto others as you would like them to do to you. And like that's
easy stuff.
Is that what they want? Is that what people? I don't know. It seems like that's where it's going, and like that's what Charlie Kirk was talking about. Like, is just now. Granted, like I think some of those points that he made were tough to hear and tough to listen to, and he was very, very polarizing as well. But I did watch the memorial service, which was 9 hours long. I didn't watch it all. But watching some of these speakers, I was like, okay, these people are sincere. And then some other people were just like doing it for political and political just clout. Propaganda stuff. Yeah. I'm just like, man, like it doesn't matter what side it is. Like there's just bad people. And
that's the thing is like, you're going to get that no matter what your avenue, no matter what happens, you're going to get people who are authentic and then you're going to get the salesmen. You're going to, no matter who it is, no matter what race, no matter what culture, no matter what political affiliation you're with, you're going to get both sides of the coin, right? It's not going to be right or wrong or good or bad on either side. Right. It's going to be all encompassing. And we're just going to have to deal with that. And the problem is based on your affiliation, you're going to attach yourself to the good parts and forget the bad parts, you know?
Yep.
And then on the other side, you're going to recognize the good parts and forget the bad parts of that, you know, and then focus on the other side's bad parts, and they're going to focus on your bad, and it just turns to this vicious cycle of just, you know, like pointing the finger at each other. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So,
what's the other saying? Like, clean your own home before you like talk about somebody else's.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my take on the Kimmel thing. I thought it was like a Disney, like let's pull it because they pulled. What are the other late shows that just got canceled?
Didn't Colbert get
Colbert?
Colbert got canceled too. So he's canceled. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done. Yeah. So was that something that was happening, or was it a byproduct of something he said about the Charlie Kirk thing? No,
that happened months ago.
Okay, because again, I don't stay up late enough to watch late night TV. So, but you wouldn't have known it from Instagram and other social media because all of the little mini like shorts and sound bites, that stuff is still pretty prevalent on my social media feed.
I did see a short or a sound or an interview with Johnny Carson, and they asked Johnny Carson. For those of you who don't know Johnny Carson, Google him. Johnny Carson did an interview, and the interviewer asked, "Why don't you ever share your political stance?" And he's like, the Late Show is not a place where we talk about politics. He's like, I'll have political people on and we'll talk, but we're still going to make it fun and light. It's a late show to get away from the day and like the politics and whatever. He's like, it's supposed to be an entertainment show.
Yeah.
And I think Letterman and like Carson and even Jay Leno, like they all did that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it started changing. Even Conan O'Brien, he just had a late show and like they were good. But now they're all politics.
Do you think that's one of the main reasons why we've seen this kind of this flip of the trend in entertainment is because people are more prone to talk about politics? Because I remember that time and it was kind of like, if you're a bartender, like there's three things you don't talk about: money, religion, and politics. And you'll be, because you're there you're there for a service. You're there for you're not entertainment, but you're entertaining your customers that there at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a major thing that has changed in entertainment as a whole. There, like the introduction of politics into entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it's like, when did that happen? Like what institution made that change? What company that was in power said, we're now going to be political pundits for whatever candidate we want because big corporations are now more involved with government and with what do you call them, the lobbyists going there and like trying to push their agendas. Like, you know, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
So it's affecting our entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, how do we pivot from that?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Take start making good content again and listen to audiobooks.
yeah, that's what it is. Audiobooks. This guy in the audiobooks.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. I'm about to finish the 3rd audiobook and I'm going to go into the 4th. But I think long format stuff is actually quite good, whether it's reading books or listening to audiobooks or I don't know. It's like taking your time and like getting to know characters or having conversations, like you and I talking for like an hour. Like it's a process that, even though we try to make sound bites and we try to like have things that people will connect with, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta kind of work through it. So,
right. Right. I mean, I feel like because it has to be, we have to be able to have the conversations, right?
Yeah.
We have to be but that's the thing. It's like, if you and I were sitting here talking and we were having a conversation, we can have a very even-keeled, peaceful conversation where both of us have mutual respect, and we if we don't agree with each other's viewpoint, bare minimum, we hear each other out.
Yeah.
Right? And then if you have a rebuttal, then you give it.
Yeah.
But when you have mass groups of people trying to do that, then it turns into pandemonium.
Yeah.
And you can't have that. It's like one person is very reasonable. A group of people are just animalistic.
Yeah.
It just gets real ugly real fast. So
yeah. So which fans are more toxic then?
Oh man,
Disney fans? No, Star Wars fans, Harry Potter fans, or political fans?
Oh God, is that even a question?
No,
is
that's sarcasm filled there.
Oh man, so I guess we can get into some fun stuff, some comic book stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
A lot of castings.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen from Disney Day last week, I feel like towards the end of last week, they leaked a photo of Robert Downey Jr. in the full Dr. Doom get-up.
Yeah.
And I had to look at it. I was like, there's no way that's Robert Downey Jr. I had to look at it 10 times. And finally I saw it, but he looks amazing as Dr. Doom. He has like full like white hair. It's down like to his shoulders. Even his like facial hair. You could not look at him and you know it's Robert Downey Jr., but you don't know it's Robert Downey Jr. And that was my main concern when he was announced. Like a lot of the fandom, they're like, here we go. We're just going to retread this tire, you know. Visually, it's working. It's really working. He looks great. Yeah. Looks fantastic.
I didn't realize, did you know the storyline or what they were kind of going with on this
I don't know. So there's a couple storylines that they have teased. That there was one storyline where Doom takes over like Tony Stark's body. I don't think they're going to do that now. I don't know what the storyline is going to be. I know the Secret Wars, that storyline is basically... So everybody's going to be basically fighting Dr. Doom. He's the main villain in this. So his power level is going to have to be just OP as hell. He's just, so we'll see that he's going to be like Thanos level villain from here. And then, there's some rumors that they're going to go in the Kang. They're going to try to, evidently they talked to Jonathan Majors about him coming back as Kang. And so that's going to kind of be the next main villain. Hopefully, I hope that happens because it makes sense from an IP standpoint. So it's just, I don't know if they're all fighting Doom because Doom is trying to eliminate a lot of these other multiverses, these universes that were created. We'll see.
Yeah. The theory I heard was like the one that you just said is where Doom takes over
Tony Stark
and then somehow that whole thing, which sounded super interesting. It sounded really complex as far as like trying to narrate and not to be able to just write that story, but it sounded cool.
Yeah. So it's I'm like, now I'm excited about it. I was really, and you guys heard me on other podcasts how I'm really like advocating for DCU right now. But I want, that's not to say I don't want Marvel to do well. I really want them to do well, but I just see so consistently the DCU outperforming Marvel from on their cinematic stuff and their animated stuff, their movies, their television. They just are outperforming Marvel right now.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies comes out in a couple weeks, so we'll see if we get any change there. Very optimistic. The previews look great. You got X-Men 97 season 2 coming. So Marvel has a chance. They have a chance to kind of come back and do something serious. So
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to, dude. They're gonna have to. DCU is just killing it, and Peacemaker has been on fire down to the last 3. Have you been watching Peacemaker?
No.
Peacemaker is so good right now, man. I would say it's the best comic-driven show that we've got in the last.
Okay.
Honestly, since the first season of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 1 was great. So it's
we're watching Wednesday.
Watching Wednesday. Yeah.
Which has been really, really good so far. And I heard rumors that the supporting actress with the blonde hair, she was supposed to be in Spider-Man, but I think those rumors have been shot down. So but all 3 of those female actresses that are lead in that, the girl that disappears and all that, they're super talented. So
yeah, I haven't been watching Wednesday. Jamie watches it.
Oh, really?
It. Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah. I got to get on it. I got to go back and watch season 1. I didn't watch season 1 either.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got to get on it.
It's good entertainment. And that's why, comparing, I guess that shows what kind of stories or shows we can watch, because Peacemaker is super violent, super gory, so when we watch shows, Wendy and I watch them together, and we just can't go that route.
Yeah,
so,
it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, I got to get into it. I got to get to the point where there's nothing on. No new shows out because there's so much content. Like Gen V just started second season.
My God.
So they're 3 episodes in. New episode comes out tomorrow, I believe. So you got to watch that, and then we got Peacemaker. So and then shortly after that, Marvel Zombies comes out. So it's just so much content this time of year. Well, this time of year, people know, it's sun goes down. Fall season, right? So we get that, but the sun goes down. People are going to be in the house watching more content, and the industry gets ready for that by giving us more content. So.
Is there any updates on Creature Commandos?
They are doing a season 2 of Creature Commandos.
Okay.
James Gunn hasn't really leaked anything as far as that's concerned. But the thing I do like about Creature Commandos is that it's canon. So everything that's happening in Peacemaker now, they are referring to things that happened on the first season of Creature Commandos, which is really it's cool because animated Rick Flag in comparison to live action Rick Flag, and so mentally you got to kind of connect those dots. But it's cool that he refers to things that happened in that show, and things that happened in the Suicide Squad movie as well. So it's cool. James, I mean that dude, I cannot. We do this every week, but. That dude is just crushing it.
Yeah. What other? Didn't you say we were just talking earlier about there's a potential new Batman that's being cast?
Yes. So I'm probably gonna butcher this dude's name, but you know him, Brandon Sklenar. Anyway, you know who he is. He played Spencer in 1923, the Yellowstone spinoff. He was in Drop. He was in Vice. It Ends With Us back in 2024. He's been in a bunch of stuff, and he's like kind of turned into Hollywood's like it guy, And I think he fits the mold of what a great Bruce Wayne could be. I'm not sure about Batman yet, but as far as the Bruce Wayne character, I think he would be really good. So Taras is looking him up right now.
I'm looking him up. So there are no current official Batman casting rumors, as James Gunn has debunked multiple recent claims, including casting of the Brave and the Bolts casting. Okay, so Jensen Ackles has been.
Yeah, that was a fan cast.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
And then Brandon Sklenar.
Yeah. So Alan Richardson was like the largest fan cast.
That would have been so good.
Because the dude is giant. He's jacked. So I think that would have been awesome. But I'm telling you, I think this, because there's too many dots being connected with him as a character. He went on Instagram and he did had a pose of him in the mirror just after a workout. He's standing next to his trainer. James Gunn comments on a post, likes the post and comments on a post.
Oh, and
so when things like that happen,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but
Yeah.
those are pretty significant moves for a director, knowing that the fandom is looking for that role to be cast. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be him. I think that's the one.
It's AI. Google AI says it's not. So, but
can't listen to AI. That's just the problem, Ross. You're too dependent on AI. Oh man, AI's doing everything. Does it annoy you that as soon as you Google something now, it gives you like the AI option first in the search?
No, not at all.
It doesn't bother you?
No.
It's bothering me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I don't know, because sometimes I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay.
You know, so when you Google, like the other day, I was looking for I'm looking for a Dodge Coronet, 68 Dodge Coronet. So if you don't know what that car is what Vin Diesel was driving in a couple of the Fast and Furious movies. But looking for one currently, and as soon as I looked it up, it gave me all these AI options for shit I didn't even look for.
Oh.
You know, like I know exactly what I'm looking for. So now I got to scroll down. Like that's really hard work scrolling down. But then I got to scroll down and start looking for some of the things that actually give me what I was looking for. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I think having an AI option, it'd be good if it was like a clickable option. Like, hey, click here and it gives you the AI option. But I don't want it just to be like a default, like just be there.
Yeah.
When, you know, I want to choose that shit.
I've embraced it. Give me that the first choice. I've become not reliant on it, but I've become I've found it to be a very useful and what's the word? See, that's why I have to use AI. But it's so recently we've been doing a project and legal stuff and how to write, like just writing stuff and how to reword things and research stuff, and it's always come back to be the right thing. It's
really
99% of the time.
Huh.
Now, granted, we got to prompt it, give it more information.
Yeah.
But we just had a human being double check the work that is very experienced in this particular project. And he was like, I wouldn't have done any different. He's like, as a matter of fact, he's like, as naive as you were going to this, he's like, I can't believe you actually would have done exactly what I would have done. And I was like, thanks, ChatGPT.
Man, which is great and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's in that world now. It's like NVIDIA. So if we just jump around and just stock world and AI world, NVIDIA is just invested $50 billion into open source. Mm-hmm. So they're dumping more money into the AI. And then they just grabbed AMD or Intel. No, I think they just bought, AMD maybe, a chip maker. Mm. And so this is it, man. Like this is going to be our world. We are...
Yeah,
AI is going to be the first choice.
Well, yeah, it's going to that, and I guess we all got to prepare for it. But you know, it gets scary, man. This is AI taking over shit. Yeah, changing shit you don't know about.
But it's a tool that my dad always taught me. He's like, there's the proper tool for every job, and if you just need to know if is that the proper tool to use. I do say it's going to be scary because people are going to get lazier and lazier and be. Not do their due diligence or actually do the work to figure it out and to double check it. But even like I do it to try to generate, like we do these fun cover sheets for our students, and I put in all the prompts and it spits this thing out. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Then I'm like, okay, change one thing. And then all of a sudden the image of the dancer comes back like all contorted and weird. I'm just like, whoa.
Got like 3 eyes.
What just happened?
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not perfect by any stretch.
No, but not at all. I hate to cut this short, but today I have to go to lesson today, and we had to start a little late because I'm going out of town tomorrow. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to, where did I say I was going? Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte.
There's an awesome resort down there. We're going to the Arthur Murray Dance Ram. It's called Flamingo Rama. It is Kimberly Carroll's, who's the new vice president of, she's operations. She's the vice president of operations for Arthur Murray International. She was my former boss, and this is her last event. And she's letting, dude, it's going to be a crazy party. But she's letting me play with a drummer live to the for the show on Saturday night. So we're going to be doing Metallica, Enter Sandman, Welcome to the Jungle, Tesla Love Song, and then We Are the Champions by Queen.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be playing those. So I'm looking forward.
Right.
That's my thing this weekend.
That's going to be awesome, man.
But yeah, what's down with you?
Nothing going on with me. Same old shit. Just, just over here trying to take over the world. But since we are cutting it short, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the content, and also go and check out our shorts. We got a bunch of shorts. I put a bunch of shorts up.
Okay. Yeah.
On we got some polls. We got some questions, what you think about certain things, and we would love to get your input. We love your interaction. If you have any questions, we'll be in the comments, so we'll answer those questions for you.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. And those polls, did we get back Paula Abdul or Janet Jackson?
Oh, dude, it was a landslide for Janet.
Paula Abdul. Okay.
Go check it out. It wasn't even close. I don't think anyone said Paula Abdul. Oh. Honestly, I'm sorry. Sorry, Paula. You're still my girl. It's cool. You ain't no Janet Jackson though.
No. All right. Cool.
On behalf of myself and my homeboy Tim Ross, we thank you for tuning in. We'll holler at you on the flip side.
Peace.
Yeah, nobody fucking picked up.